So are we doing the regular? For which one? The timing? No, I get given that I did 2/3 at 3. So wait, wait, no. Oh, it's not in the range. It's less than. Yeah. And then. So then we want to raise your yeah, so it was like kind of screwed either way. No. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm gonna check if you want to. What is the thing? And I just wanted to make sure this is right. I was just home. I think. I'll just keep that answer there. Just.
Listen first. Okay. Lethal dose versus therapeutic dose. Okay. There are some drugs wherein the lethal dose and the therapeutic dose, okay, there's a very thin line that separates the lethal dose and the therapeutic dose. So we have to be very careful with these drugs. Okay. On the app Medscape, on monographs, product insert, it will tell you the minimum effective dose and the maximum effective dose. When you hear dose, minimum and maximum effective dose, this is your therapeutic dose, or that's the therapeutic index. You follow? Right there. When you get past this, it becomes deadly, lethal. Yeah? When you get past it, it becomes deadly. It becomes lethal. But when you're within the minimum and the maximum, that is your therapeutic dose. Anything below your minimum is considered underdose. Yeah? Now you're understanding better why we have these types of problems. Okay. And anything above would be? Yes, correct. That may lead to? Yeah. Okay, patients being vegetable, we're dead. This is the reason why I presented to you problem number 3 and problem number 4. So problem number 3, I'd like to do this so I can continue with problem number 4. Very similar to problems 1 and 2, except that I have to do it 2 times. And the way I do it is, I just do a T comparison. A minimum and a maximum. Know that this is your therapeutic dose. Okay. So number 3, milligrams per kilograms per day. The recommended dosage for the drug is 150 milligrams to 200 milligrams per kilogram per day. Put it here on the side. 150 milligrams to 200 milligrams per kilogram per day. It's important that I put that there. Okay. The patient's weight, I'll put there, is 32 pounds, right? What is the minimum and the maximum milligram per day that Janelle is to receive? What do I do first? This is the weight, 32 pounds. My given is in milligram per kilogram per day. So correct, you have to convert your 32 pounds to kilograms first. That's the first step. That's why I put it on the side. Yeah? And what is the answer? You can do ratio proportion, dimensional analysis, but I don't like you multiplying or dividing. I'm going to put 14.55 kilograms on the side. Now, I see a range here, do you? Yes, so I know that it's 150 milligrams for every kilogram, it said in here. And here it's 200 milligrams for every kilogram, it said. But I'm gonna put day here, per day, because I don't wanna get confused. I'm like your smartest classmate, I'm letting you copy my homework. Okay, so this is how I set up example, all right? I'm pretend, just pretend, huh? Pretend this is my test paper or my scratch paper. I'm your smartest classmate. I'm letting you copy my paper. Okay, so that's your minimum and maximum. It's already set up. But the patient, who's a patient? Janelle. Janelle is not just a kilogram. Janelle is 14.55 kilograms. Don't we? Usually just finish one side and then move on. But I wanted to show you the minimum and the maximum afterwards. So just finish one side, then jump to the next. Now my X will be cross multiply the concentration proportion. Answer 2, 182.5. You see that? Milligrams I will put per day, so I'm not lost. Okay, and that is my minimum. And then on the other side, I do the same. And this will be 2,910 milligrams per day. I will put per day, so I'm not lost. You follow? Danielle, listen to me because I'm explaining it. Then there it says POTID. There is a follow-up question. What did it say? What is the minimum maximum milligram per dose? And there's a TID given. So what do I do if I want the per dose here? Very good. Just divide this answer by 3. So my per dose here should be 727.5 milligram. I'll put per dose, so I'm not lost. And this one will be another per dose. 970 milligram per dose. Who got everything at this point? Hands up, I want to see. Good job. Did you see? Now can you see the range? Your minimum is 2,182.5 milligrams per day, and your maximum is 2,910 milligrams per day. That's your range. From 2,182.5 mg to 2,910 mg. That is your per day. Okay. Anything below this is an underdose. Anything above this is a overdose. This is the effective dose. Clear? That's per day. On a per dose scale, we're going to have to do 725.5 milligrams all the way to 970 milligrams. This is your per dose. Anything below is underdose. Anything above is overdose. Now, there was a follow-up question. Janelle received a prescription of 500 mg TID for 10 days. Is the RX within the appropriate range? Well, you look here, right? If you do it per dose, it's already outside. So no. You want to do it per day, double check it, multiply this by 3, it becomes 1,500. It's still outside, right? And this is an antibiotic. So shorting the dosage is not good. Just as overdosing it, especially with antibiotics. That. So the answer to that question is a big no. It doesn't matter what comparison or range you compute, as long as if it's per dose, then you look here. If you're comparing per day, then you look here. Clear? Okay, moving on. How our supply, there's a supply given. The supply is 200 milligram for every ml. You see how when I see per ml, I just put the 1 right there right away. How many milliliters per dose should we give to Janelle? What's my proportion here? No, there's a prescription. You got to refer to the prescription. I know it's wrong, but that was a prescription. So you have to use the 500 milligrams as a prescription. Because remember, picture that. That's the one on the prescription. 500. It's for purposes of math. Okay. Of course, in real life, what you're going to do, you're going to call the doctor. Yeah, you have to base it on the prescription. Okay. But really, really, in real life, you have to call the doctor for this. Why? It's underdose. There might also be a reason why it's lower dose. The patient may have liver problems or whatever task the patient did cannot, like, so the doctor adjusted the dosing. So to be sure, call the doctor and the doctor can say, oh yeah, I adjusted that dosing. It's really 500. I have to give the lower dose. Okay. Or it can be just wrong on the part of the doctor. Like, doctor, the range, the normal range for this one is 727 milligrams. Okay. But for purposes of math, you have to use the prescription. And what is the answer? Correct. So how much is this equivalent to teaspoon? Half or 0.5 TSP. See that? Can you solve number 4 now? Very similar. My point there is you have to use your prescription. Oh, there's a final question, sorry. Last question, so we complete this. How many milliliters should we give to Janelle of the 200 milligram per ml for the entire time that she will be on the drug? Remember?
Yeah, 10 days. So, what was there? 5, 10.
What's the prescription?
5.
There's a TID too. So 2.5 times 3 times 10. Answer.
I have a question actually about this whole thing. So once we get to that question where it burns up the actual prescription, from there
You have to do the actual prescription for math purposes, huh? But it's letting you know that, okay, this is the wrong dosing based on the therapeutic dose. So you have to call the doctor if the doctor did it on purpose or the doctor just missed that part. Okay? Missed the calculation.
Okay.
What's the answer here?
75.
Correct. That's your quantity to be dispensed for the entire duration of treatment. Always focus on the prescription. Now you can answer number 4. Okay?
Yeah.
You're still confused what you do. You draw the prescription. Draw the prescription. So you're not lost. Word problem overwhelms you. Draw the prescription. We got one more topic on body surface area. I mean, on dosage calculations, that it's a tiered one before I give you the big practice problem. Who's staying for tutoring? Hands up. Tutoring after class, 1, 2. Anybody else?
It's just text my dad.
Mine, finals is Monday. And we share that particular day with another class, patient safety.
Yeah.
Are you doing? You doing? I'm working here. Oh, this is.
Ready?
That's a review a lot. They go by.
One more topic. Students get confused.
Oh.
Yeah.
Rest. Come on, Mark. Ready? Almost. Still hungry.
Oh, like Mark, I know, like, oh, it cracked right as I was saying.
I think you should make it, I forgot how to get there. No, let's do it.
Well, you do work out every day.
No, I do. Really hungry.
Okay, so now then we're gonna do the answers, okay? So I can start the new topic. You know what, I'm gonna give the big practice problem in preparation for final for those who are done. They can start working on it, but this is not the sheet we're gonna go over, okay? Cause I saw they're like waiting on you. This is the review for finals. It simulates the final exam. And before the finals, you can check your answers with the answer key before the final exam.
I don't know.
You can chat in your group chat what you got for this answer. You guys have extra on that? Chat.
Yeah, we've got like a whole. Yeah. Here you go.
I did not know that there was a back.
I don't want to stay here, bro.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. I might just like change.
How do you feel about this then?
It's fine. Better than dilution.
Better than.
So jaded.
Better than what?
Dilution?
This is easier.
Which one?
Then what sequence was the allegations?
Yeah, that was easy.
You know you're gonna use this every day in your practice. This math,
Allegations.
every day.
Two allegations from sequence two.
Yeah, that was the harder sequence.
Business math sequence 1, that's your next one.
What was last sequence? I already forgot what math.
This one
You don't rate balls.
No, the third sequence.
Yeah.
Low rate drip credit.
Okay.
So 1 is business math, retail, business math.
Oh, business.
That was hard. That was.
Business math.
You always say that, it's not tough.
I feel like it's
Sequence two was
hard
the worst.
because it's your first one. Like for me, the hardest one was allegation.
I was chilling.
That
But that was my first one.
Once I got
It was no, allegations wasn't hard. It was.
It wasn't allegations, it was the other one.
it.
The tic-tac-toe was easy.
See how to each of them.
That was the second formula you gave us, but I just never bothered to.
C1, B1, you can
You
see
will
too.
use that on the PTCE
Yeah, I had it on my exit.
Use that, right? See, then you want it because you don't need to use alligation, do the tic-tac-toe when you know that
I had
formula.
allegations too.
But you can use alligation, just use 0%. If you like the
Yeah,
tic-tac-toe.
I like tic-tac-toe, because I always know that it's their own.
Ready? It's 11. It's time. Okay. Do number 1. Then off to our last topic. We did the first one, so number 2 would be, I know these are big numbers, just for the purposes of math, so 11,362.5 milligrams per day. Who got that one? Hands up. Hey, hands. I want to see.
You said 11,000?
11,362.5 milligrams per day.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's 11 grams. Wait. 2,840.63 milligrams per dose. Who got that one? And 2,840.63.
I'm getting different numbers.
Yeah.
We're on number.
Well, number 2, sorry, right there.
This one, oh, okay.
Where are we? Number 2. Oh, number 2. I knew I heard about this one. Where I was like, why is it? Thought we were doing number 4.
I know, I was like, oh.
Are you with me now?
Yeah, now I get it.
Okay.
I got it.
We're on number 2 again, because we already did number 1 on the board. Number 2 again, 11,362 milligrams, 62.5 milligrams per day. Who got that one? Hands up. Wait, there's somebody who said wait.
It was Gio, I saw he got it. And I said, okay, I'll
You got it or you
Yeah, I got
didn't
it.
get it? Okay, per dose is 2,840.63 milligrams per dose. Hands up. No?
No.
Okay. Wes, do it. Megan just wants to get over this. Show you on your paper. Wes, on the board. Do number 2.
The whole thing?
We're not gonna stop if one of you don't get the answer correct. Okay.
Oh, I see.
Wes and Megan were the first 2 to finish.
Well, I'm on the first. We only got it for day. Yeah.
That chef eating chocolate.
Yeah.
Can I have one?
What? Not green. Wes, what?
Not great.
Not green.
Made. Mine made. Yeah.
But you should have continued on this. Write it how you did it on your paper.
Just is good now, guys.
Yeah. And then explain. That's only till 12, right? Not close, maybe.
Well, since you have tutoring, then
Probably only till 1.
Yes, your sugar high.
Love it.
Good job for saying no.
Yeah.
Mine's
we have
probably.
upstairs. I'll say yes.
Mine's probably high.
Yeah. No, I got 14.
Oh, so on Tuesday.
Look at me day. I'm gonna take a day. Cause your slash is first. There you go.
I get.
I just put a little zero. Oh, right.
Equal. That's fine. I know, but they should have equal. I know it works some ways in your head, but you have to show it. Judy did not get one. Your brother said you got one.
I don't know, he's getting his results. No, because he had gotten his done first. So, like, I was, back Tuesday, I was just going to stuff. I don't really.
Borderline.
Not borderline, just like, it's like.
I was gonna say.
Did you get that answer?
Oh.
That's in here.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, because he's there.
Oh.
You didn't raise your hand.
Yeah.
Guys. Jasmine. How are you over there?
I'm good. That. Yeah, I'm okay. It's
Uh,
just because I made one mistake. That's it. I get it because I know, because I was checking my answers with Megan when I was done, but I guess I didn't check this one. But I get it. It's just I messed up my numbers and it
Okay.
threw off my whole entire.
We don't have time Monday to do anything except for check the answers for the big practice test. And then it's fine. I wish we had more time. Don't. Wes will explain so that you have a student version.
Megan.
Okay? Come on, explain it.
Um,
This, Wes. Listen.
So it says the recommended dosage for ampicillin is 250 milligrams per kilogram per day in 4 equal divided doses. Susie is 100 pounds, so if you convert that, you get 45.45 kilograms. So the dosage was 250 milligrams per kilogram for your per day dose. And you have 45.45 kilograms. Cross multiply divide, you get 11,362.5 milligrams per day. And then you divide that by your 4 equal doses for your 2,840.63 milligrams per dose.
Okay, pause there. You got it? Okay, continue.
Then it says our supply is 300 milligrams per 3 mLs. So you would put your milligrams, your 2,840.63 milligrams, cross multiply and divide, and you get 28.41 milliliters. Divide that by 5, or 1 teaspoon equals 5 ml, and you get 5.68 teaspoons. And the final question was the weight.
That's it. Any questions? Good job. Good job. Explaining, good job, Rich. Okay. Any questions? Do you understand that? Yeah. Again, this is another problem where what is the weight in kilograms is at the very end. It doesn't mean that that's last of the step. Okay, that's actually the first step, okay, into the problem. Number 3, we did it on the board. I did it on the board, so the answers you already know. Number 4, here we go. If one of you didn't get this again, we'll have to work it before I go to the next. topic. Okay, the recommended dosage for cephalexin is 50 to 100 milligrams per kilogram per day, POQID. Billy Bob, a 56-pound youth, is to receive cephalexin. What is the minimum and maximum milligrams per day that Billy Bob is to receive? Minimum would be 1,272.5 milligrams per day, and maximum is 2,545 milligrams per day for maximum. Hands up if you got this one. Any? Number four.
The first part of the video.
Oh my God, Megan doesn't have patience. You see how she is like, better get this. I'm gonna get food for this now. Like her face says it all. Okay. We already did number 3 on the board. Okay, what is the minimum and maximum? This time it's per dose. So your answer should be divided by 4 because it's QID, and the answer is 318.13 milligrams per dose for your minimum. And for your maximum, 636.25 milligrams per dose. Who got this one? Hands up. Ashley? Yes, okay. So if the prescription is 500 mg QID for 10 days, is this within the range?
Yes.
Yes, between 318.13 and 636.25 milligrams, correct. Now, the supply of cephalexin is 333 milligrams per ml. How many milliliters per dose should we give to Billy Bob? The answer is
1.5.
who got 1.5 ml? Hands up. Good job. How many teaspoonfuls should we give him per dose? You just convert 1.5 ml to teaspoon. What is that? 0.3 or a third of a teaspoon. Next one. How many milliliters should we give to Billy Bob of the 333 milligrams per ml for the entire time that he will be on the cephalexin? 60 milliliters. Always focus on the prescription. If you're having a hard time understanding or comprehending the word problems, better draw the prescription. Because you're used to receiving prescriptions from us, right? So draw the prescription. Okay. Any questions? I will move on to pediatric daily rate. One and pass. This is going to be the last for today. And that is the last topic. Sometimes students are really, really good at everything that I've gone over from 8 a.m. And then when they get here, they get confused. Why? Because they overthink it.
Oh no.
Yeah. That's what happens. So I don't want you to overthink it. I want you to watch though how I do it first before you proceed. Thank you. This isn't commonly used in practice anymore. However, I've seen it show up in tests every now and then. So it's still pediatric daily rates. However, it's conditional and it's tiered. Okay, what do I mean by that? This is 150 ml per kilogram per day for the first 10 kilograms of body. $125 ml per kilogram per day for the next 10 kilogram body. 50 ml per kilogram per day for each kilogram above 20 kilograms body weight. There. Yes, it's conditional. Yes, they're connected. Yes, it's 3 conditions. Okay, it's kind of tiered. You're gonna look at it. Okay, So let's do Sarah, for example. Sarah is your patient. Sarah weighs 20 kilograms. Follow? So the first one, the first 10 kilograms will have to be, because it's 150 ml per kilogram, right? Okay. You multiply that by 10 kilograms. What is the answer? 1,500 ml. You have to cancel this. Is that correct? If 150 ml is 1 kilogram, you just multiply it by 10 to get the 10 kilograms, correct? It's not done yet. Because Sarah is 20 kilograms. You only took out 10 kilograms. So there's still a remainder, what? 10 kilograms. But do you use the same one? No, because there's a condition for the next 10 kilograms. So this will be 125 ml per kilogram times another 10 kilograms. And this one will be 1,250 ml. You already used the second 10 kilograms. Is there something left? Nothing, right? So this is it. What do you do?
Pass.
So the answer is, say for example, there's a remainder, 20.5. What do you do with a 0.5?
You do with the 50.
Very good. You do 50 ml per kilogram times 0.5. Because it says anything after 20 kilograms. You see that? There's a third condition. So anything over 20 kilograms, you have to use the third tier. Can you follow? It so happens that our first patient only weighs 20 kilograms. So we end on the second tier. However, for others, like Paula, 24 kilograms, you see that? Jessica weighs 50 pounds, then you have to convert that to kilograms first. And then Randy, who weighs 67 pounds, then you have to convert that to kilograms. For Sarah, the answer is 2,750 ml. Now for Paula's 24 kilograms. So will Paula have a third tier?
Yes.
Very good. So this will be 50 ml per kilogram. And what will be here? Times? Very good. And then what do we do with that one? For Paula. Correct. Because Paula's 24. So this one is 2,950. So you have your first two already. Easy, right? The only problem with students is they overthink this problem. That's the last topic. Done? Just have to add everything. But the third and the fourth patient you have, it's in pounds, I think. You have to convert it to kilograms.
be Megan. Until I became a mom. A baby, a monster
Yeah.
I guess. Are you guys ready? It's just a dish. You just have to look, huh? Every time there's a condition, you take out what you used and see if there's a remainder. Even if that's just a decimal, you have to use it.
Wow.
So whatever is left over, the first two conditions, you have to use them on, including the decimal. Got it? Use everything, including the decimal. Ready?
Oh.
When everybody's good in math, you kind of like the math 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Chilling.
You like the old schedule when somebody's like.
I started out with
Now you think.
So if the remainder is 14.5, 34.5, you just use 14.5 on the last tier. You understand? Ready? Almost. It's just multiplication and addition, right? Go right all the time. That is Ashley.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I see. Anyway. Yes, because. I mean.
Your final's only 38 questions. All word problems. It doesn't matter if it's conversion, still word problems. Yeah, if it's Roman numerals, it's still word problems.
Is it multiple choice or is it just?
Nope.
Or-
It's multiple choice.
Okay.
It is multiple choice.
Okay. That's good.
Oh, was that the doctor's appointment you were talking about when you
Yeah.
left? You were in a hurry to go, yeah.
That was it.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yes?
So you can start at least 30 minutes on the big practice problem in preparation for final. Okay. Answer to Jessica, who weighs 50 pounds with this conditions would be 2,886.5. Correct, 2,886.5 ml. You just have to use the remainder on the third tier, 2.73. That's it. Yeah. Next one, Randy, who weighs 67 pounds. First thing you do is to convert pounds to kilograms, same as the Jessica's case. 30.45 kilograms is what you should be using for the weight, which means your last tier should be 10.45. Okay, first tier 1,500, same. Second tier 1,250, and then third tier is 10.45 times 50, which should give you 522.5. Add the three tiers together, you should get 3,272.5 ml. Who got that one? Hands up. Okay, now you got 30 minutes to start working on the big practice problems. And you also have one homework worksheet on dosage calculation. To do this in preparation for final exam. Any questions? All of these are extras up for grabs. That's up to you. Blank ones, if you want to review them. Already put away everything that.
Just the practice problem, things that we just did, but like, I want to do it. No, but it's the way, I see exactly how. If they wait less than now, you just use the standard option.
What was that? It's above 20. No, it says above. First 10. It says first 10, so you still have to do the top tier. If it's 13.
If it's 13.
If it's 13, then you'll have to do this for the first 10 and then this 3 for the second. Yeah. That's it. Because it says on the condition, if you read it, first 10, next 10.
They don't have.
Well, it's still gonna add up the same because it's ratio and proportion. If you multiply 3 by this. Just use the second one times 3. Yes. Okay, we'll wait for this to process it. I'll send it to you.